Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all doing great today. This is a follow-on from the little short I put out yesterday, I think it was. What I've been crushing some ore from the old mouldy. I don't know if I've got a bag here. Yeah, this. Can I show you that? Make sure I get it right. So you get a guaranteed half gram in there, and you get some gold ore as well. So I've been bashing it down, as I've shown you in a couple of shorts. I've got it down to a bit of a crumble. It's a slow process by hand, but you know, it's all about the hunt. I really enjoy it. Yesterday I did some, probably about 10% of the ore, and then I just dumped it straight onto the ripper and let it flow for a while. So there was gold on the ripper. I did find some in the tailings. I think that was me just dumping it on and not checking it and looking. So, because if a bit of gold is still attached to a tiny little piece of host rock, that'll help it trickle down anyway. So, but still, I've got another load here, and I've got it down to quite a nice fine dust. It's yucky stuff. It's a tank drain again eventually, but hey. But I'm going to bring you over now to show you. I've literally put one scoop onto this. I want to show you the results of yesterday. And this is the gold I've got out of the crush so far. Considering, if I show you again properly, I bought 2 bags of that, but I've still got quite a bit of ore there. I mean, there's quite a bit. I don't really know, a good half a kilo, a good pound of ore there. There is some black sand in there, but that was because it might have some ore attached to it. This is basically 2 bags of half gram pay dirt, and I've sluiced it, panned it out, and I got 1.3 grams out before I started playing with the ore. So I'm doing really well. I've still got plenty to play with. So I've done myself another sample down to this, and I'm going to trickle it over this time, just put a tiny amount on, because I think I was washing gold away yesterday. Everything in the tank's going to go through the crusher mill when it gets here, and I'm calling this like the crumble now. I've got buckets of crumble ready to go through the hammer mill, and to catch up on the ore I've got. But now I'm going to bring you over. I'm excited about showing you. So I'm going to bring you over now. And I might have to focus in a bit. Let's see how well I can do this. See, not have the glare. So you can already see the gold there. That horrible glare. Let's do it another way. Let's turn it around this way. Try and bring you down without that horrible glare. There's the gold, look. Literally, that's about 10% of the ore. Let's see if I can focus right in. I mean, come on, wow. There's some lovely little crushy bits there. Some super fine gold that's building up there. Not focusing anymore. I mean, look. It is micro fine. But beautiful nonetheless. And quite a lot of it. So, it held on to that. I'm seeing if I can get away with not using what they call a shaker table when you're processing gold ore, because you know you need mills and shaker tables. So I've organised the mill, but then I've got to get a shaker table. So I'm testing to see if the gold ripper can be used as a shaker table. And you know what? I'm thinking it actually can. Looking at that, it is catching that gold. Maybe I'll have to run it over twice, but hey, it's all about the hunt, right? It's all about finding the gold. So I know I've got a nice little spread of gold on there now, and I know that ore has gold in. And this comes from the same batch that I sent to a friend of mine in America, and say I am 100% sure that there is gold in this ore, and I hope you have as much fun finding it as me. I just saw a lovely bit of gold go down on there now. I'm always looking to see if the gold will flow away. This is super fine gold generally. You do find the odd bigger bit, but generally it's super fine. So I'm dumping that on and I'm checking that the gold is still sitting. There's a little bit of travelling going on, but it's not moving too far. If it comes down too far, I've got my little trusty sponge here, so I can see some very fine super dots there, but nothing really down here. Oh, there's a piece there, right there. So we'll move that up with a super sponge. It just stops your very fine gold from travelling down with the rest of the sediment. Super, there's loads and loads. I showed you right at the top. I didn't show you further down the sluice, and there is loads and loads of micro dots, super fine gold. Dang, that ore is so rich. Dang, look at me. I've been listening to you Americans for so long. Dang. That is some super rich ore. I won't shout about it too much because everyone will buy it and there won't be any left. I thoroughly recommend you check out the Old Mouldy. His products are just, you know, hours and hours and hours of fun. I've been playing with them 2 bags of pay dirt now for about a week on and off. And I've still got so much more processing to do. And the gold just keeps coming out. I see that there's a little piece there and it must be attached to a bit of quartz because it's travelled down again, but it's sitting pretty again there. Everything that is run over, I'm going to check it again. I shall pan out the tailings very, very carefully just to see. I can see a lovely bit of gold sat there. The Gold Ripper is refining the very fine sediments from ore and leaving some hammered flat gold is sitting pretty on the Ripper. Success! Now looking at this, I don't have to worry about getting a shaker table. I might have to take my time and run it over a couple of times, but hey, what's the harm in that? When the ore is as rich as this, you're probably going to miss a little bit anyway. So just to end the video, thanks for joining me today. Thanks to all the new subscribers. My numbers are going up slowly and I very much appreciate it. I'd love this channel to be a success, to show my kids that you can work at something and be successful at it. It's just for fun. It's going to remain a free to watch channel. The giveaways are going to carry on, and the idea of membership to me is it's a long way off, and if it comes then maybe I'll think about it one day, but I'm not sure I'll ever go down that route. I'd like more subscribers. I'd love to build my channel, so please tell your friends, please send them along. I've got some great adventures coming up, some real treasure hunts, if you could believe. I'm very fortunate. I live on a very special coastline, and there's been trade routes here all the way back to the Romans and before. So there's the opportunity and the chance of great treasures. So I'm going to be including more of that in my videos coming up, more metal detecting, more coin hunts. So I hope you join me when I do that. There's some great gold. I'm going to bring you back over just to give you a close-up and run you up the sluice. I can see a tiny bit of quartz there with a little golden sparkle on it. The gold's holding it down. Bring you over just to finish. I hope you all get out this weekend and have great adventures. Get on and find some of that special stuff. So let's bring you down here. I'm right down towards the end of the Ripper now. It's just, it's spun itself around automatically. Thank you. Let's see if I can get rid of that glare. And let's get right down to the nitty. You can see the superfine gold sat there now. It is, flea poop size. There's a little bigger piece there. I'm going to bring you up, bring you further up, and the gold just carries on. There's a nice little piece there. Still looks like a little bit of host rock attached, but it caught, and there's another piece there. You see that? You see the sparkle? That's gold sitting in quartz still. Look how beautiful that is. It's just sat there. Sorry, trying to keep your hand steady. It's just sat there on a piece of quartz, and the ripper is holding on to it. And this ripper is so awesome. I'm going to bring you along, look. Looks like another piece there of quartz with gold sat in it. And it's just gold. 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 Getting up towards the top. That is a good count of gold. And I am not even 20% of my way through the ore yet. Really good count of gold. Great stuff, great stuff. See if I can just bring you back. Thanks everyone for joining me today. I'll catch up with you all soon. This is Moobidoo Gold and Treasure Prospecting, signing off.